About time. I've got a job for you. Huh? At least find out what it is first. You never learn, do you? The thing is, everyone's working their fingers to the bone rebuilding. But we're getting short on money. So Kogyuk-san and some others have gone in search of customers for our goods. Meanwhile, we're working hard to produce as much as we can to sell. But now we're getting short on materials too. It's lava-back materials we need. You hunted one on the island before, right? We need something good and strong. Then we can fix up the wheel as well. I don't like asking you, but there's no one else. So, it's down to you now. We're stuck until you deliver. I thought you'd have no trouble taking care of this. Good size and shape. Yeah, we can use this. Arigato. Right, I'll get going then. Can't afford to stop. Too much to make. Those flames were a bit strange though. I hope it doesn't mean more trouble. Goodbye then.
You've got work for us. Let's hear it.
Just snap it off!
Ah, good to see you fitting well. Healthy folk, healthy town, I always say. The arrival of the Tsuruhashi has breathed new life into Minato's own carpenters. Everyone's pulling together to rebuild after that awful business with Amaterasu. That Ren woman is a force to be reckoned with, huh? She tells me she's planning to rebuild the storehouse next. Yes, everything seems to be going swimmingly. Although, there is one fly in the ointment. Some of the materials we need aren't reaching us. It seems Kemono at Fuyusagi Fort is causing the trouble. Without those materials, I don't think the construction of the new storehouse will get very far. You wouldn't be able to hunt the beast responsible, would you? Things are difficult enough without it hindering any trade routes. Our carpenters and the Tsuruhashi are working so well together at the moment. I'd hate for this to put a damper on it.
Thank you for your
I feel so drained. Ah, konnichiwa. Have you come to help me clean the bathhouse? I was teasing. She's my responsibility, not yours. I haven't been caring for the bathhouse for long, but already I've found her to be quite demanding. She gets sulky if I leave her alone. As soon as I turn my back, she's filthy again. Suzuran-sensei tells me the waters must be free to flow, or they'll stagnate and become polluted. And polluted water could lead to disease, or even encourage toxic kemono. Honestly, it sounds like the water of death. So, cleaning is top of my list of chores here. I won't have even a drop of stagnant water in my precious bathhouse. Anyway, enough chit-chat. I'd like you to do a job for me. Not cleaning, don't worry. I'm hoping to offer a new restorative bath, but I need some help to set it up. Kogyuk-san kindly obtained a book on herbs for me from the continent. It explains how to increase the heating qualities of the water. It's materials from the gold shard kemono in the Harvest Canyon that I need, if you're willing. With the arrival of all the carpenters. Thank you. Let me quickly mix this up. There, all done. The bath is ready, and I can tell it has lots of wonderful healing properties. Perhaps you'd like to be the first to try it, as a little thank you. No need to pay. You're always so kind to me. It's important to forget work from time to time. A bath is a good way to relax. How was it? I hope you feel refreshed.
Ah, Chief! Busy as ever? When you can spare the time, I can spare some sake. I get the feeling it'll go down a treat today, so just let me know when the mood takes you.
Just the person I was hoping to see. A restorative bath, is it? It's all ready now. Enjoy. I hope you're feeling refreshed after that. I was hoping to... A restorative bath, is it? You wouldn't like to go in? Shame. Yes. Can I help you? Oh, good. There's something I'd like to ask you. Would you do me a favor? Arigato. I'd like to ask you to find something for me. That's right. I need some help. Perhaps it's not the sort of task hunters usually take on, but I don't think I'll ever find it on my own. I think a hunter with your skills stands a good chance, though. It's a necklace made with kemono pelt. It should be somewhere inside Otsuki Castle. Sorry, the frozen fort. No one calls it by its proper name anymore, do they? I have a fairly good idea where it will be. I've marked it on the map. Do be careful, though. Everyone says kemono have made the castle their home nowadays. Thank you for offering to help. Yes, can I help you? You found it? That I hadn't even asked for help. You're so kind. My childhood, my homeland. I've lost so much in my life. I just wanted to have this one thing, this one memory of him. It was a gift from someone important to me, though he too abandoned me in the end. I was born far, far away from here, on the continent, in the west. But when I was a child, raiders came from the east, took me captive, and brought me here to Hinomoto. So many times I thought I would die. Finally, I ended up in these parts, with only the rags on my back. The Ishido daimyo took a shine to me, and kept me in his castle. I was a novelty at first, but as time wore on, I saw less and less of anything but the four walls around me. That's when I met him, a hunter who worked at the castle. He would tell me of the outside world, of Minato sometimes too. I don't say he was as skilled as you, but he was a fine hunter, and he had a delicate touch. He often made me gifts. Obviously, I could never wear them in front of the daimyo, but they meant the world to me. Like I said, he abandoned me. We quarreled over something silly and I never saw him again. The war was at its worst, and kemono were becoming more of a problem every day. It's no mystery what happened to him. There's no chance of finding out exactly how he died now the Ishido clan is no more. But I think they all fled to the Spirit Isle and perished there. He promised me, that we'd have a life together in Minato one day. I waited a very long time, but he never came back. Funny how this town has ended up being home for me anyway. Alone. You see, I told you it was a dull tale. But thank you. Having this bag has filled a little hole in my heart.
How beautiful the world looks. Would you do this lovely storekeeper a favor? The crucial kimono has come to light at last. Yes. Surely you remember the unfortunate passing of poor Dansuke. The kimono in question was noted along the Harugasumi Way. Its territory could certainly include the site of the tragedy. Having heard several descriptions, I believe it to be a kimono similar to the gold shard. If it is indeed the kimono we seek, it already has a taste for human flesh. Please, hunt with caution. Assuming all goes well, we will ask Suzuran for help. The sensei will be able to confirm whether it was this kimono's doing. I have no doubt you will live up to my every expectation. I have some new... What would you like to sell me? Perhaps you were hoping to hear... Which item has caught your eye? You do make me sad sometimes.
Your timing, a lot of materials are coming in from far and wide right now. You want to know what's still to do? Here's the list. Right. Oh, if you're going hunting, be careful. There are some worrying rumors flying around among the merchants. It's the seas around Minato. They're so rough lately. Jingoro-san mentioned it before, I think.
People are saying that it must be the work of kimono.
Oh, Natsume.
Sorry to interrupt. I couldn't help overhearing. The merchants who supply the forge are struggling too. They're being forced to take detours because they can't come by sea. But we can't ask anyone to hunt the kimono because we don't know where it is. If it even is a kimono at all. Are you alright, Nobu?
Oh yeah, just thinking. It's a fine kettle of fish, isn't it? I ordered some reading material from up north the other day as well. But the book couldn't be delivered by sea, so the merchant had to come through the canyon. Long story short, he ran into kimono. In his haste, he dropped it. And I was really hoping to read that one. I'll have to go and fetch it myself later.
From Akikure Canyon? Don't you think you should ask a hunter? That would be far less risky. And there just so happens to be an ideal candidate right here.
I can't ask for yet another favor. No, it's my problem. I should fix it. Or not. Maybe that's risking the bow to save the stern. Alright, fine. Consider this a formal request. Could you please fetch my book from the Harvest Canyon? The merchant said he dropped it near a cave. While you're heading to the canyon, I'll try to find out more details and let you know via that karakuri of yours. Hey, how's it going? Don't overdo it, will you?